Good morning everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we experienced only 2 days, but we got to the bookseller, went to the island, installed a few puzzles, made it to the end of the volcano, and found foraging. Foraging. And we were able to forge some stuff on our pickaxe and watering can. The pickaxe one's decent, but the watering can one is okay. This time we're starting off with our second ever egg festival. Again, as I mentioned, the festivals do repeat for the most part, though there are some changes I can go over, but for the most part, it's a fairly similar experience. Don't worry though, we'll get into all that as we go on. Inventory's a little full from us going to the, not Skull Cavern, but the Volcano Cavern, if you will. So I want to go through my inventory and, of course, do all the daily chores that you all love so very much. But we're going to hopefully get a bit done in this episode. I'm hoping to accomplish quite a bit, and so you're just going to kind of see the highlight reel of what we're going to be getting done. So, let's get into it. So the first thing is, after completing the trash mission last time, hey Ryan, thanks for helping me clean up around the valley. The water's looking much cleaner. I think everyone will be appreciated. I know I will. As a way of saying thanks, I wanted to teach you how to grow your own fiber. Hope it's useful. Fiber seeds from Linus, one of the best craft recipes in the game. Fiber is one of the harder materials to get consistently in terms of farm for. So, being able to have a seed that we can craft, which, where is it? Somewhere around here. Here it is. For only 1 mixed seed, 5 sap, and 1 clay, not bad. Takes 7 days to grow, and you can use your scythe, and you'll get a lot of fiber from this. Trust me, you get 4 seeds for one of those recipes being crafted. Very nice, especially since we want to be saving up fiber for a Statue of Blessings. Statue gives you a unique blessing every day. Very cool. Thanks, Linus. And I'm guessing that, oh, and Gus gave us a little bit of baked fish. How nice of him. So, one of the things I want to do is actually craft 2 unique items. One of which is actually for, because I got another truffle today. I think it's been there for a while and I just didn't pick it up. And I don't believe that the pig can spawn too many truffles on the field at once, especially when there's limited area for it to walk around in. So the 2 things I want to craft, one of them is going to be a oil maker, makes gourmet truffle oil, 50 slime, 20 hardwood, and 1 gold. A pretty expensive item, if you're just looking at it from, wait, is it gold? Did I say gold? It better not be gold. Do we have any gold bars smelted? Okay, well, tell you what, we'll start smelting gold. Of course I don't have any gold bars, because I freaking save all my gold ore for stupid mega bombs. Okay, but we'll save up for that, because I do want to make that later. I'll get the slime on me, so that way when it's done, we'll be ready. But there's one other thing I want to make, which is, it should be down here, yes, the farm computer. 10 refined quartz, which, do we have 10 refined quartz? Yes, we do. Thank goodness. And then I believe it is battery pack and dwarf gadget. We got a dwarf gadget when we were opening all of our Omni Geodes a few episodes ago. So it's finally time for us to craft this very unique item. Bam, farm computer. Now we got this, we could put it in a few different spots, but I'm thinking we come and put it in our house, because quite honestly, our house is kind of lacking for furniture at the moment, so might as well put it somewhere. Put it right there, and you can interact with the farm computer. What does it do? Well, it shows you analysis. Pig Nation farm analysis. Pieces of hay, 240, I have 240 that can be held. Total crops on field, or like, that have been planted, 119. Crops ready, 0. Unwatered crops, 0. Crops ready greenhouse, 0. Open tilled soil, 127. Machines ready. Farm cave ready, yes. Basically, it's a way to quickly ensure that you've done everything you need to for a day. That could... Whatever. I'm not going to question Penny clipping out of bounds to do that. But it's a nice way of being able to ensure that you've gotten everything done that you needed to. It's helpful for us, one, for the Batcave thing, because that's something I always forget to do, as you probably noticed if you've been watching this for a while. But it's helpful for other reasons, as it shows, again, what things haven't been watered, if crops are ready and you haven't harvested them, things like that. Just in general, I find it to be quite useful, so that's why I crafted one. So here we are at our second ever egg festival. Same exact items as last time that you can purchase, strawberry seeds should you want them. I'm going to buy actually quite a few of these. I'm going to buy up to around 50, no, 40 is good. We'll prepare that for year 3, because believe it or not, there's no way I'm getting this friggin' series done in 2 years. There is some other furniture pieces here we could get, but nothing that I feel like is super required by any means. Some of these eggs were really just this morning, see? They're still warm. So yeah, some of the dialogue is actually different. Hey Ryan, do you get a taste of my carp roe pie? What is the egg festival? Wait, this is the egg festival, isn't it? Oh, it's because the egg, yeah. She don't know one, but I tried something different this year. Duck eggs and the custard. So there's actually different dialogue. I believe this is a newer change. Hey, if you're gonna feed me eggs, I'm gonna need some hot sauce, kid. So it's really cool that you can actually go through and get different dialogue. Oh no, it's mostly salad this year. What's wrong with salad, dude? Wonder what would happen to my arms and legs if I ate 30 eggs a day. Ugh, my nose allergies? I think he means nose allergies, but it's supposed to be like, because his nose is stuffed, whatever. You know what? I kind of miss the winter. It's simpler in a way. Yeah, but there's also nice things, like the sun being out longer. Just slip it a little later and I'll have some food. Mind a scrumptious looking pie. My man. My man. Oh yeah, and Kent's here. This is the first time we've been here for him, or we've been here for, how was I phrasing this? This is the first time that Kent's been here for us. I'm not a big fan of eggs, to tell you the truth. Oh, of course, and he's a party pooper. Hi, on rainy days you'll find catfish in these waters are challenged to catch for worth the effort. Why are you talking about catfish on the egg festival? Kent always seems a little antsy during his big gatherings like this. Well yeah, I can imagine why. Do you have hens on your farm? Oh, do you have hens on your farm? I'm talking the wrong voice. Yes, I do. Oh, good. I'm sure they lay the most delicious eggs. Yeah, I turn them into mayonnaise though. They don't get eggs. Everyone made eggs and leeks for breakfast. I'm in a good mood. Good. Maybe a little boring, but these festivals are a good chance to connect with our neighbors. Okay. Hens lay the eggs, but roosters play an important role too. They protect the hens and prevent them from fighting with each other. That means happier hens and better eggs. So look at that. There's always a role. Eggs are fine, but I'd advise against eating 30 per day. Yeah. Okay. We need to go over and talk to Alex about that. Feels great to be outside again after the long cold winter, doesn't it? Says you. I've been out for a while. This year I sewed little pants and hats for some of the eggs. They look adorable. Oh, I still need to get my photo taken on the bunny stand. Does my hair look okay? I think it looks the same to me, but you know, whatever. The punch isn't as good as last year. I think something's missing. Think you'll win the egg hunt this year? Oh, I know I will. I'm just the best. Hey, Penny. Mara's trying to convince me to eat a deviled egg. I'm just not sure I can stomach it. A deviled egg? I married the wrong person. Okay, no, I didn't. I really like deviled eggs in real life. You ever hunted for slime eggs? Now there's a true challenge. No, not really. Think I'm too old for the egg hunt? No. Yeah, I guess so. If I'm still having fun, why stop? I mean, I don't freaking see the problem with it. I'm gonna try my best to win this year. I want to live inside a big egg. Okay. So I believe that's mostly everyone. Again, Wizard maybe somewhere, but I actually don't know for sure. You can see that the bunny stand's actually in a different location. Last year it was over here to the right. Some of the people are in a slightly different location. It's kind of cool, the small changes that happen in the, like, to make them I don't know what the word would be. I guess to make them feel more fresh than they normally would be, or at least they have been in the past. It's time for the highlight of today's festivities, the annual spring egg hunt. Calm down now, kiddos. You're going to need all your energy if you hope to find the most eggs and take home the exclusive prize. Now, is everyone ready? Let the egg hunt begin. And we're off. Now, I believe some of the eggs actually aren't in the same location as they were previously. For example, I believe there used to be one right there, but now it's not there. So you actually can't rely on the exact same path you may have used to win year one. That doesn't mean that there isn't, like, similar spots you may want to go to or anything like that. It just makes it a little bit of a different experience trying to win, which personally I enjoy. It keeps the festival more fresh, so that way doing this event isn't, like, just feel pointless. And doing this actually feels like, oh, it's kind of a different experience slightly each time. Also, it makes sense, because, I mean, how the frick in real life would you can use the same hiding spots to hide eggs I don't want to talk to you! Sorry, Sam. Now's not the time. Like, how are you gonna use the same hiding spots for 2 years in a row, like 5 years in a row in the egg hunt, and then be surprised when the same person wins just because he remembers where you put them all? Like, I don't know, man. As you can see, the eggs for the most part are in similar spots. There are a few exceptions to that. Oh, I was hoping to find one more. Oh, Maru! I was hoping maybe she'd extend the moment a few more seconds so I could grab that last egg there. I don't even know how many we had. Look at all these eggs. Now if I can get you kids to pick up litter. Okay, yeah, same dialogue as last year for that one. Now the winner of this year's egg hunt. Ryan! Hey, I think we had 10? I'm not sure. Here's your prize, enjoy. A prize ticket. So yeah, the first time you win this festival, doesn't matter if it's year 1 or year 2, you'll get that hat, if you recall. All the way from back in year 1. Much of this year's egg festival. Thanks for coming, everyone. In the old version of this game, you get 2,000 gold, which was a terrible reward, because like at this point in the game, 2,000 gold's like okay, but I don't know. It's not as unique. Prize tickets, at least those are useful, and you have less ways of getting them comparatively, so I think it works out more. Now, I'm actually going to plant these instead of saving them for year 3 like I said I would, because I realized I could use the seed maker that we have, because we have a few of those, and just make a bunch of them into seeds again near the end of the season. But this will allow us to get a few more harvests out of these crops, and also will just help out with, because keep in mind we need to sell 15 of them, which I think we could do before the end of the year, but it'll just be a little safer this way. Okay, so we got all that, so now I can make the oil maker. Bam, look at that. So this thing we're just gonna put, I don't freaking know, I guess like up here somewhere, but don't have a great spot for it yet. We'll just put it there for the time being. And as the name suggests, you can put a truffle in there, and it will start creating some oil. So that's what we're going to do with that. Okay, now I did that, I can put my stuff away. Okay, so with that being said, that is the Egg Festival. Pretty much the rest of the day, I mean, it kind of, you know, ends pretty quickly. I'm also going to put dinosaur egg in because if you recall, we need that dinosaur mayonnaise for one of the bundles, so gonna get that going. But yeah, that's basically it for the day. Not really much else to talk about because, as always, whenever there's a festival, it pretty much, you know, takes the rest of your day out once it's done because usually it finishes rather late in the day. So, that being said, I'll see you guys at our end screen and we can see what funds we made today. And here are the funds for the day. Decent money, because we were able to sell a bit of cauliflower, which I believe, as you can see here, we sold 15, so we are done with cauliflower. We're almost done, I think, with spring crops in terms of having to sell them. It'll just be having to have enough for all the recipes. That's going to be the main concern going forward. Starting this day off, we have Haley's birthday. And you can see we have that new festival coming up, which is probably for next episode, spoiler, just because I want to kind of contain that into its own thing. But I actually do want to, oh, hello. Oh, he's one of my very own library. That's so charming. Yeah, I haven't really seen you over here that often. Usually you're out doing other stuff. But yeah, so what I actually want to talk about today is kind of an update on how things are going to be going forward on this channel. I'm not gonna pretend like by any means. Also, he's got the recipe for hash browns. This one's simple, but that's a good thing. You'll just want to shred some potatoes and a liberal amount of salt and try to perfection your favorite high heat oil. Sounds easy, right? Well, I've got some pointers that'll make your job a lot easier. But yeah, I was going to mention that, kind of like what was going on with the channel going forward. There hasn't been like one main video for a while, and that's because, quite frankly, I've been busy doing other stuff outside of work on this channel, because as you can imagine, of course, that's just not what my life surrounds at this point. But I do enjoy doing this, and I still want to be making stuff, and there's still a lot of plans for me to make stuff. But I want to be committing more time to it in terms of getting stuff out at a more frequent pace outside of just, you know, what it is right now. So, going forward, as I mentioned, the Stardew videos are going to be a little bit different pretty soon. We're going to start making it so that basically put every single day, or every single video in game is going to be like a few different days in game outside of just like the 3. And it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be more like a compilation of things getting done, and you'll kind of just have to see as we go on. Wait, what? Tomorrow begins the 3-day festival at Calico Desert. With the bus back in order, we'll be delighted to be able to continue the time-honored beloved tradition. There will be games, free food, prizes, and much more. Also, 2 townspeople are selected each day to run a little shop, so make sure you swing by to check what they have to offer. See you there, Lewis. Okay, so I guess that's what the festival is tomorrow. But anyway, basically what I mean is that it's going to be a lot more of like a compilation, as I kind of already said, and it's going to tie into that a bit more, if that makes sense. Also, have I sold 15 strawberries yet? I don't think I have. Let me look. No, I'm not. I guess I'll sell these ones. But yeah, it's going to be a little off, trying to figure it out, but I don't know fully how I'm going to go about it, but basically it's going to be something like, I don't know if it's going to be, maybe you guys can kind of throw your hat in the ring as to what you'd prefer, but I'm tempted to make it so that, for example, there'd be like maybe less overall videos. For example, there won't be like 3 videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because quite bluntly, I've been falling behind on even being able to do that. So maybe I'll make it like 1 video a week, but it'll be like 40 minutes, and it'll be like a lot of me getting done in that time frame. Like, I'll only be showing like the really important stuff and, you know, things like that. But for example, like I'd be doing like a weekend game or stuff like that. I don't know. Again, you guys can kind of tell me what you want. Also, here's the truffle oil. You can see it's worth a bit more than the extra truffle itself, and we need to sell one for our bundle or whatever. Or not bundle, our compendium thing. But yeah, so you guys can kind of share with me what you guys would think, what you guys would prefer. But that's going to start happening fairly soon. Even though we have a lot of things that are new still happening, it's just for the sake of getting this kind of going, because there are other bigger projects I want to be working on, and again, I want to be more consistent with this stuff, but this is definitely a project that I have been working on. Speaking of, another kind of realization I came to was just that I don't really want to reinvent the wheel when it comes to me talking about certain specific topics in this game. For example, I kind of mentioned, I was going to go over like all this different farm types, like in super depth. And there are some minor stuff I will go over, but I think there are so many other better sources for that. In fact, I'll link, I don't remember the name of the channel, but there's quite a few out there that go over it in way better detail than I ever could. And I'm not going to try to, like, again, reinvent the wheel, because I feel like they could just, you know, explain that stuff better than I could, including like the fishing and stuff like that. So if any of that stuff seems of interest to you, trust me, there's way better people out there. In fact, I'll link, hopefully, one of the channels, the one I was thinking of in the description, who has a lot of that stuff there. But, again, I know that's like, oh, you know, why don't you try doing that? But it's just, again, I don't, as I kind of, the way I put it was I don't want to reinvent the wheel, and that's true because I just feel like, again, these people are going to be putting it together in a better way than I could currently. Not that I wouldn't try, it's just, again, I have limited time as is, and I'd rather focus that attention on other topics. If, you know, I had more time going forward, then things would change, but whatever. But yeah, that being said, you know what? Nah, I don't like that. It is a good luck day, so I could go to the, Skull Cavern, but I kind of want to actually go to, I think, the volcano, I'm thinking today. Just because we need to be doing stuff at Ginger Island anyway, and there's some other stuff I want to get done as well. Let me see here. And I think we don't have any quests, do we? I think last time we did the, yeah, yeah. Sorry guys, me mumbling doesn't really tell you what I'm doing. So yeah, I think the plan today is going to be, let's head to the... do I really want to do that? It's a good luck day, so I want to get something out of it. I just don't know if I really... Ugh. I hate having to think about it like this, because there's like a few different things we could do. Or we could stay here and... But there's just... Oh, no. There's going to be time to stay here at the farm. So we're definitely going to go today. I'm so indecisive, and it sucks. Okay, so we're just going to grab a bit of everything, just so we have quite a few tools going for us. I'm going to put our iridium scythe away, because there's no reason for us to have that on us right now. And you can see we're getting more of our ancient fruit seeds. We'll be sure to get those going. So I'm thinking the plan is going to be, I'm going to put the ancient fruited stuff in here for now, just till we get back. And I'm now going to head towards the beach. I do want to check out the traveling merchant first, just because there is still some goodies I could be getting. We also have the dinosaur mayonnaise, which means I think that the only thing we're missing... Oh, golden ammo cracker, really nice. The only thing we're missing is, I believe... Is it the silver wine or something? Like, there's only two things I think we're missing. We're pretty close to. Okay, then. Hello. It's a cutscene with Vincent and Jazz. Hiya, Mr. Ryan. Hello, Vincent. What are you guys up to? Oh, this is a spring onion, I think. Spring onion. Mom sends me out to pick these sometimes. They're too spicy for me. Whoa, I see that 360 there. You're really nice for a grown-up, so I'm gonna show you a secret. Okay. That's, I guess, what the spring onion looks like up close. Never really seen one up close, but there you go. When you see like this, it looks good, right? But if you peel it a little bit... Oh, like little purple things? It's full of bugs. Oh, those are bugs? Okay. Cool, huh? What do you do with the bugs, Vincent? Usually I just squash them. That's horrible. No, 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 no. Mr. Ryan, please put the bugs back in the grass so they can live in peace. Okay. Oh, and then there's the laugh. And then he's running around circles. Oh, boy. You learned how to clean the spring onion without harming any bugs. Spring onions are now worth 5 times the gold. A really cool little thing you get for befriending. I think it's just Vincent. I don't think you get to befriend Jazz for that. But I do want to actually show that that is a wallet item or a special item. Here it is, Spring Onion Mastery. That times 5 is a lot, but keep in mind spring onions is something that is not very valuable to begin with. Is that even something that appears in here? Yes, it is. Okay. It's worth 8 gold by itself. I don't know if that's with the bonus or not, but yeah, they're still not worth much. But hey, you know, an upgrade's an upgrade. Also, I spy with my little eyes somebody who may have gone to wife. Hungry, need fruit. And he immediately wants something else. This time he wants some dried strawberries and cactus fruit jelly. Good thing we have some strawberries and this is the season for it, because otherwise it's going to be really annoying to get this. So that means we're going to need 5 strawberries to turn them into dried strawberries, and cactus fruit jelly just means we have to get some cactus fruit and put it in an aging bin. So we'll just have to get on that when we can. We'll certainly try to do that. Oh yeah, forgot, travel merchant. So we'll try to get to that when we find the time for that. Yeah, so I think we're gonna come over here, and yeah, we're gonna talk to you, check what we have. Do you have anything good? Winter seed, salmon, berry, pumpkin pie, cheese, autumn's bounty, crocus, crayfish, apricot. I could buy that to give it, but we're just gonna get one anyway. Red cabbage, blue rare seed, Penny's pork. Okay, we'll get the rare seed, because as I mentioned, I want to start collecting those so we can, you know, I don't know if we need to get 15 of them. I don't believe so for the agriculture achievement, but also, can we talk to your wife? Oh! Never mind. I guess your wife doesn't want to talk. Instead, she wants to trade with us. For some reason, I thought she only did this later on. Here at the female raccoon, you can actually start trading them in for stuff. This is the only page, even though it shows arrows, you actually can't go up or down. You can see it's the seeds that we get via foraging. For 1 maple seed, we can get a carrot seed, and it's only 1 for 1. Summer squash, 15 sap for 1 summer squash, 5 moss for 1 broccoli seed, which is probably the most expensive trade here, and 2 pine cones for a powder melon. Very odd, but it's a nice way of being able to consistently get those seeds in case you've been struggling, or you're trying to get the agricultural achievement like I am, and you've been struggling to find enough of those things. Thankfully, if you have a seed maker, which you get, again, from, I think it's the Vault, one of the Vault bundles, maybe? It's one of the bundles, maybe. I'm not entirely sure which one. You'll get that anyway. So one thing that we actually got, I think it was last episode, was maybe it was this episode. I actually don't remember. We leveled up our mastery. We have another level to put in, and we can come back in here, and I can finally show you guys the combat one, because this was the thing that spoiler was in. So for combat mastery, Anvil allows you to reforge trinkets, randomize their stats. Costs 3 iridium bars per use. Interesting. Mini Forge. Now you can use a Dwarvish Forge from the convenience at your home. So the same thing we have to go to the volcano for normally, we can use that at home. And unlocks no equipment slot for trinkets. Trinkets can be found while adventuring and grant special powers. So with that, we are between that, fishing, and mining. Now, between these last three, I'm personally going to go with combat. Having the Mini Forge nearby is nice, the Anvil's nice, but also unlocks new equipment. Might as well have that. It's a permanent unlock. And there we go. Only 2 more mastery levels left. So you can see here the Mini Forge is pretty expensive. Dragon Teeth are the only thing that's kind of inconsistent to get. And the Anvil is not that bad. 50 iron bars is a lot, but that's not nearly as rare of an item to get. You can more consistently find iron than some of the other stuff. And as indeed it said, we now have a new slot here. We have nothing to put in there right now, but once you unlock that slot, things that you can put in there will start appearing randomly in different locations. So it'll come down to RNG, but I just want to get that so that way we're starting to work towards that as well. Good tell, a lot of the stuff you unlock from the mastery just opens up RNG things, so that's pretty nice. But that means all that's left is the fishing mastery, and I think it's the mining, which is actually really funny, because those are the 2 skills we were using the most of early game, and it's funny that those are the ones that we took the longest for mastery, but it's just because usually you have less use for those later on. Oh yeah, today's Haley's birthday, but I think we're at max hearts with her, aren't we? I think we are. Let me check. Are we actually not? No, we're not. Okay. Squid Kid, I doubt we're gonna do that. Those are the little sun-looking face things you've seen in the lava mines before, probably. I guess I don't think she likes fuel snacks. Oh, there's a ticket. It's gonna be a bit of a... do I really want to... dude, it sucks because I really want to go to the volcano, but there's still stuff to do. We can come here, put the ticket in, and we'll get a new type of item. A treasure chest, you can tell just from looking at it. Take a look at that. It is... wow, it's loaded with treasure. This is sure to fetch a good price. 5,000 gold. Not bad money for an item that you can essentially just get from doing stuff like this. But once again, similar to the pearl, I'm going to keep one just on me in case. But if we get any duplicates, we'll be sure to sell them for a little bit of extra cash. Is there no dandelions up here? I was really hoping there would be. There's not. Okay. To be fair, we don't need to give her a birthday gift because she only has 1 heart away. So if we just talk to her, eventually we'll get it. So I'm not super concerned. That seems very mean to ignore her birthday just because it's not as important to us, but it just bluntly isn't. Okay. So yeah, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to head to the island, as I said, for finishing this episode off. We're going to head there, probably try and get to, the volcano. Now we don't have to get to the top, but keep in mind, because we've gotten there once. That's not the goal. The goal in going there is just getting some loot, getting things like the cinder shards, which we know we can now forge our equipment for. But that's another thing I want to do. Yes, this. It's actually ironic we got right here. When it's raining on Ginger Island, check the 4 areas, that being the north, south, east, and west. This is the east area. There's a chance you'll find a flamingo-looking bird of a certain color. When you get close to it, it will drop a gem. Now, this is very important. Do not sell this gem or go put it in your chest. Immediately once you get this gem, whatever one you get it from, again, it's going to be different per playthrough. This is not something that's guaranteed. For example, I got an aquamarine this time. You could get a very different bird color and a different gem from it. The gem will match the color of the bird. What you want to do is come over here to where you see this little spot here. See the I almost said Pigeon Express. The Parrot Express next to where Leo sleeps or lives. You can actually find a little secret area over here, which you'll find this little shrine-looking spot. We can talk to interact this. When dark clouds cry, begin your quest to seek the fabled gem birds. 4 each day, 1 north, south, east, or west. Arrange their gifts upon my door. If you don't get what that means, basically it's saying wherever you found the gem, put it on that pedestal. For example, this is the beach, aka the east, as I mentioned. We got the aquamarine from there, so let's put it there. You're only, I believe, going to find 1 bird per rainstorm, so be sure to keep an eye on it. Now, you could just guess, but as I said, this is randomized each time. So I recommend at least trying to find the first 2 before you do anything else. Hello, Leo. It rains strange birds. I try to speak to them, but they fly away. Guess they don't want to be my friends. Oh, it's okay, buddy. Do I have anything you'd like? I could give you a lucky lunch. Do you like crab cakes? I want to see if he likes crab cakes. I don't know if I can digest this. Okay, he does not like crab cakes. Oh, yeah, Leo is also one that's kind of annoying to befriend, just because you get him in kind of this weird spot, but that's whatever. But yeah, now that we've done that, this time for real, I think we're going to actually head up to the volcano. I'm not, again, thankfully now we don't have to get through the whole thing. That's not something we have to really worry about anymore. I just want to get as much loot as possible from it. I think outside of that, the only other thing I may do is I forgot to bring something I was going to try to think of. Dang it. I'll try to write that down in my notes to remember to do that next time. But I do want to keep checking this area out for any spots that have like little worms moving. Because there is some stuff that can spawn there that's pretty nice. But yeah, from here, I think I'm going to head into the volcano, and once again, I'm just going to speed it up, and we'll hopefully see you guys at the end of our run for the day. Either way, see you guys in just a moment. Wish me luck. Literally, the second enemy I killed in here dropped one of the items that could start appearing once we have chosen the sword mastery. A parrot egg, a trinket. Summons a level 2 parrot companion who grants you a medium chance to find gold coins when slaying enemies. This is also new to this game in case you, again, this is new to the 1.6 update. So we'll put that in there. You can see it's worth 1,000 gold, level 2 trinket, and now we have a little parrot friend following us. And as it said, this actually is not just a cosmetic like change or like a little pet. This will give it so that there is a small chance whenever we defeat an enemy of us getting gold coins. It's not super common, but hey, any chance of getting money and also just having a little parrot friend is so cute. All that's a good thing, and we'll take it and we will try to make the most out of it. Really cool and a really good start to the run. So as you can see, we in fact made it to floor 5 before the end of the day, which is actually really nice. That means we get a bit of extra loot to take back with us. Talking to our boy here, I did not bring 10 diamonds. I really should have, because I forgot that that was something I do want to buy. I'm not going to buy the warp totem yet, mostly because that's such an expensive warp totem. Like, it's nice, but dragon teeth we have other things we need to use dragon teeth on. You can see we only got 3 from today. So instead, we are just going to take what we have, and we are going to teleport home because it is getting really late. And I don't really want to pass out, just because at this point, like, it doesn't matter as much if I do. It's something I'm going to try to avoid, because I feel like naturally a lot of people are going to want to. And I do not blame you if you want to avoid that. So I'm going to try to put some of the stuff where you can see this is what our current inventory is looking like. We did get some really good items, including a mango sapling, which you can take a look at here. It takes 28 days to produce mature mango fruits, bears fruit in the summer, or all year round when planted on Ginger Island. Really interesting that it says that, but I think we can also put it in our, greenhouse, and it should also produce all year, I believe. So we'll be sure to do that along with our ancient fruit next time. Get all that on us and just start throwing all those ancient fruits in there. Got an extra book. You can see, yeah, we got decent loot actually. Considering I feel like it's usually not the most common place to get good loot. Of course, we have our parrot. We got like I think 2 money drops, which actually isn't too bad based on RNG. I am gonna put 1 dragon tooth away. You can see it's actually worth 500 gold, which isn't bad. Just gonna sell 1 because again we need to. These are rumored to be teeth in ancient serpents. The enamel is made of pure iridium, which is something we know is very good because that's what all of our tools are made out of, and we're in endgame tool stuff. Grab all of our resources here. I think there's some goat milk left over I'll need to put in. Yeah, bunch of stuff. I do need to really make sure I count this stuff right because I clearly could be making better choices with that. Put our last ancient fruit in, grab the rest, and we are going to hop into bed for the night. Definitely really excited to continue moving forward. Put that in there for now. Grab our jades, those are working, and we'll hop into bed. for the night. Don't think we're gonna... Actually, we'll make decent money because we sold a lot of goat cheese and stuff, so it won't be anything spectacular, but it should be decent. Let's see here. Yep, nothing super amazing, but nothing terrible either. Just a little bit of extra pocket change to add to our collection. Again, maybe another shorter episode, but now we have our little parrot friend for this. Is adorable. But next time's going to be really exciting. We're going to go through all 3 days of the festival, and I'm really excited to talk about this because this is one of my favorite new festivals in the entire game. A lot of cool stuff coming up, and I hope you'll join me for it. I hope that I'll see you all then.